Let's just double check we are where we're supposed to be on Twitch. Stream manager is good, I think. Full can. Nice. Cheers and good health. Bosh. Nice. There we go. That took a sweet old minute. Come on, Twitch. Right, yeah, let's do this. Jello. Saw that GoFundMe bad boy at some point. Never. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. I hope you're doing absolutely fantastic. Tip to see what I'm going live, I can only be described as a Saturday baby. I have done a cheeky stream this morning for a couple of hours. I've been to the gym, flexed it. I know you can tell. Don't go there. That's fine. It is getting a bit warm, so the curtain may blow open. It is as it is. Any fresh air in here will do for me. I'm going to start off as I mean to carry on. I'm going to wish you guys cheers and good health. So cheers. This is episode 2 if you are watching on YouTube and you are taking a little break because the first one was 3 hours long. I understand that. There has been no updates. We are on demo build 2026-06-24B. Work is very clearly in progress. The dev is extremely active. So feedback is being fed back. So if you have any feedback on the game, whack it in the comments down below. The dev will pick it up. And if he doesn't, I will transfer it across to the Steam page and put it on the feedback that way. I have no problems, no dramas in that. We are just going to hit the continue button from where we left off because why wouldn't we? I don't want anybody to tell me why you wouldn't. I am just going to actually, I did watch the first one back a touch. So let me just see if I want to turn down just the master volume just a tad. It's kind of one of those where we absolutely want it, but I don't want it overpowering. There we go. I want you to hear my gravelly, beautiful voice as I entered. And if you believe any of that, bobbins, you're in the right place. Right, let's have a look. It's visual inspection, and we are looking good on that point. I have been to the gym and pretty much expended all of my muscular activity. So I have no idea what we got. I'm pretty sure I would have probably left it in a position where I could just come and crack on. I thought, but clearly not. The fact that I'm topping it oil. So let's give the old girl a once over, make sure she's fine and she is happy. Or more importantly, reassure ourselves just how good. Okay, so let's have a quick check at the top right of the screen. So we do have a leak on the residential reservoir. The municipal is at 92, we are okay with that. Industrial is 112. That is 76.8. We did capture that 2%. Yes, we did. Extremely lucky. I get it. You don't need to tell me. Oh, my tools have reloaded in. Woo! Let's get number 1. We'll grab number 1 first and let's do what every true engineer does. We better double check that we are okay. So we're at 92, that is good. Pressure is good, that is good. Valve is pointing nearly down. beautiful, beautiful. Up she goes, in she goes. Oh, missed it. Oh, look at that, 3 scoops of the old shovel. I'm liking that new box, I have to admit. Credit where it's due. Now, we did see a flyer over here. Yeah, there she is. Let's go on the other side. I've forgot what I've got the inlets at. I think it's 48. Oh, you cheeky monkey! you big tease. It waits for me to come down and then just... Ting! You. Richard, Leanne, how you doing? Let me just expand that a slight touch. There you go. How you doing? How you doing? Hope you're well. Hope you're well. Good to see you. We're just chilling. We're just chilling. I am being the glorious water pump master. Glad he is. Where did that one go to? Are you well, sir? Are you good? How is Leanne? More importantly, no injuries, I hope. That's what she's like. Get that done and dusted. This one's still leaky just a little bit. Okay. I'm not quite sure if leaky is a word. I don't think it is. Let's tighten that bad boy. We are looking good. Oh, what? Did I see? Oh no, it wasn't water, it was a pipe. I thought I saw water there. Cheeky monkey. I think we're... Yeah, we are good. Okay, perfect. Let's go... Let's drop that there. Let's go and grab the other hammer. Hammer, spanner, wrench. Oh, that's good timing. Oh, that's a leak on municipal. No! Dang it. Okay, let that do its thing. We're okay with that anyway. We are still pumping against industrial. Energy is average as well. We are installing a new door so we can have AC. Very nice indeed. Yeah, very nice indeed. Is that? Oh no, yeah, we have pumped the water out, I think, so we're okay. Right, let's put that back up there. Fine with that. Actually, let's give it a cheeky pump anyway. There we go, beautiful, beautiful. And then we'll come around over here. Let's give this three little tugs, and let's get that water in there. I feel better when we get there. Funds are looking good actually. Let's go and do a... Is it oil? Oil is going to be our problem at the moment. We're okay on... Attack by the curtain. We're okay for... Oil. Oil is an issue. Isn't it? Dang it. There we go, answer the phone, baby. Hopefully I can offset against tax requires to keep computers running. Yeah, let's see why not. 94. Oh. Okay. Upgrades wise, let's have a look to see what we can do for upgrades. The remote, I'm tempted for the remote, you know. I'm genuinely tempted for the remote. And how are we looking? 2 merits. We suck. How many is the wrench? 6 merits for the wrench. Okay. What? Adjustable wrench. 5 for the river inlet. Okay. It is as it is. It is as it is. Nothing we can do about it. Let's give that a cheeky tap. Send that across the weed. And it is 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock, and we are average, so we're doing okay on the day as well actually. Day is okay. Check out boiler level. Boiler level is at 92. We're leaving on 4%. Water pressure is good on 179, and thermostat temperature is good. How you all keeping? You are a gym bloke. I am far from a gym bloke, you know. I joined the gym because needed, as you know, I work in IT, so I needed to. I'm sitting down all day just on my touch doing not a great deal of things. So I needed to wiggle. Definitely needed to wiggle. Let's go with municipal there. Municipal is done and dusted. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Let's have a check of... We're pumping on industrial here at the moment. I think we've fulfilled the contract. Yes, so we've fulfilled the contract on industrial. Everything is looking good from that perspective. We have... Yeah, industrial's going up nicely. Municipal's at 89, reservoir at 61, and leaking on that. So let's stay on industrial temporarily until the residential gets to 55. If the residential gets to 55, then we should have... You know, I feel a test coming on actually. No, I feel a test coming on. We had a leak on industrial on our first episode, and it was red. And we could manage to pump against the red on 48%. We did. So let's close this down. Shift and Q. I want to go and switch over to residential while it's on 60, so it might drop to 59. There you go, there's the 59 gatehouse, and I think this is a good test. Let's limit test residential. Beautiful, beautiful. Again, while that's doing that, we can... The valve is being replaced, or well, I say replaced. Replaced is such a wrong word. Maneuvered into the new position. There we go, perfect. Looking good, looking good. How is it doing? It is... Okay, so it's on the move. Yeah, I literally joined the gym because I needed to wiggle a bit more. Working in IT and sitting down, I spent far too much time sitting down. Got to the age of, 45 and realised that the midriff starts growing faster. And then when I got to about 50, I thought, I really need to go and wiggle. Right, let's fire this thing back up. Let's shift and E until she starts. Perfect, beautiful, beautiful. Off she goes. And she is a she, for anybody who's asking. 44. Inlet is good. So we're going to leave it running on 44. Looking at the leaking on the residential, it's a amber leak. I want to see if we can maintain that, or if we can fight against that flow. Let me just go down to confirm the inlets for the dev. So we're on 48, and we're on 48 daytime residential. Let's see if we can maintain or pump against it. Time check as well, because that's might be key. It is nearly 1 o'clock. Oh, like I knew that was just gonna... Oh no, the lead stopped. Yeah, you absolute, you stinker. Angry fist wave. Dang it. Okay, we're pumping up residential anyway. I think that's a good place to, a good position that we want to be in. And the reason why I've changed to residential, residential pressures are 50, municipal 75, industrial 100. That is the minimum that's required. Otherwise it starts to get red and you will start to take the reputational hit. Our reputation is still 100, so yay and well done to us. But the 60 is a little bit low considering, yeah. I want to start working on the residential and municipal. Let's get that back up a little bit. Ideally, I want to be about 25 PSI where they're supposed to be. So 75 residential, 100 for municipal, 125 on industrial, and start working out that balance. That's what I want to be doing. That would be nice. I'm going to check oil prices again just because. Oil to me is going to be my problem. I want to, and I'm starting to try and head that off 94. How's that job? Right off. Got to stay fit. Not really an option. Yeah, it was just wiggling as well. And as you know, with my tummy, and sometimes I have problems with my tummy. I wanted to test if that could also help. Do we have anything coming? So we are due an oil delivery. Oh, I think we bought 2, and that was at 75. So we've got 2 oil on the way. As to when, does it give me a delivery date? From the Mayor's Office of Chief of the Engineer, Empire Waterworks, in the interest of neighbours and the other, shall not water with the river inlet valves greater than 70%. This is waived only with the following circumstances. The reservoir being pumped is under the pressure threshold. The reservoir being pumped is currently experiencing leakages. Okay. So we can absolutely maximise the goods out of it. What is... Have I seen that before, or am I just seeing it? No, it is good. I don't want to oil that or anything, have I? It looks like it's sparking. Perhaps it's just me. I don't know. No, we don't need to do that. Let's go downstairs and pump some stuff. Actually, before we do that, how are we looking here? 92 on 4. Top up the fire. Two shovels. We'll pump some of this. We could do with a contract, couldn't we? We honestly could do with a contract. Yeah. We're pumping water here against... I say against nothing. We're not pumping against nothing. That's wrong. We are topping up the reservoirs, and they are what I would consider balanced. Again, we're trying to play the game here as it suggests. Rather than just smack open the inlets to 70, which we could, or 68. Smack open the inlets to 68 and pump. I'm trying to run it at around 50 to see if it's reduced these bolts, which it definitely has, that's for sure. And at the same time give it a playthrough for the dev who gets to see it from a different perspective, because he's going to know exactly how to play the game, at maximum efficiency, and instinct is going to tell him to do that. So we're running that almost neutral test, but not without maximum. Every bone in my body tells me to open up those inlets to 70. Trust me. And let this thing rip. It does. It genuinely does. But I don't necessarily want to do that, because that isn't... Yeah, I think that's kind of counterproductive. Otherwise, you're going to fill the reservoirs up very quickly. I want to build the reservoirs up at a nice, steady pace. The demo's 14 days long. We don't need to do it in 6, and then just, hold back. I did read on the forums as well, by the way, that somebody had managed to basically fill up all the reservoirs in 6 days. So where we are now, i.e. tomorrow. Again, courses for courses. They've probably opened this up 100%. 70 to 100%, and then just hit the bejesus out of it. Yeah, doable, but not the way I want to do it. So let's check the glass. That is okay-ish. We'll top up the fire, and then we'll go around and do maintenance. I like this pace. There is always something to do. That dampener there. It literally saves so much coal. And we're going to see how much coal we have. I saw the coal briefly. It looked okay to me. There. Yeah, oh yeah, that's absolutely fine. That's absolutely fine. We're running at 44. Good tap. Let's send everything across to the ledger. And I don't recall the last time we have done the boiler tubes. So we might need to do the boiler tubes. Yeah. Not now, of course. We don't want to do it now. We'll do it at the start of the day when it's shut down. I'll use it as kind of a potential reset, because if we stop now, oh, you cheeky tink, that's her bolt gone. That's interesting with that bolt gone. We're on 48 pressure. We're massively under the 70. And we've just tightened it. As it is. Reservoir or residential is now 70. So we're back to 20 above where that needs to be. I like that position. And she's running nicely. Do these bolts fill the reservoir here? So if I left this unattended, does it fill this up? Come on, baby. The other half of me says I really don't want to be filling these reservoirs much more. Municipal I might start filling in the middle. In fact, once residential gets to 75, I might make that swap. I like where we are, but if you get too much, what will happen is when you get a leak, the leak will just become severe, which we don't necessarily want. Right, that's good. She's all tight. Really an option. Don't do fitness then, Richard, no? Can't see you in the gym, sir. I should ask Leanne. Is Leanne okay, by the way? He didn't respond. Is Leanne okay? No injuries and that kind of good stuff? Well, you know. This one. Yes, we just get around about 50. Like it. Something good. Contract. No contract. So the contract is definitely due. So could we do another way of a tech tree? So instead of upgrades, I'm spitting this. I'm spitting this off the cuff, by the way. Absolutely off the cuff. But if we look at this kind of stuff, so the adjustable wrench, rivet inlet, fireman shovel, this stuff here is an engineer. So perhaps have an engineer's tree. You know what I mean? And then we can have, oh, look at that, 41,000 gallons to, and this is municipal contract, which we're going to swap over to in a minute. We are absolutely taking that bad boy. That is fantastic. Heck yeah. And I love the fact that this says clearly now municipal reservoir. I don't know if it did that on the first time I played it, because I was kind of confused over which and where I should be pointing. We're tired as well, dang it. Yeah, we're tired. So let's do right, that's a 75. Here's what we're going to do. That's a 75. Let's close that. We'll check what the 12 hours is. 12 hours is going to be 2 o'clock in the morning. I like that. I like that quite kind of a lot. So we'll do the gatehouse. And we'll get it swapped over to municipal. You can see industry is kind of dropping just a bit. But we'll get that just trickled over to municipal. Yes, sir. I'm going to come up here. And we're going to open the jacket, 5%. Bosh. And we're going to open this jacket, 5%. Happy days. And then we're absolutely going to open that. That, of course, is just going to kill the fire and just about everything else. We're fine with that. We go to sleep now. And when we come back, it will be 2 o'clock in the morning, which gives us 4 hours. Okay. There we go. Done. We'll continue. It is early birds. Bish bash and bosh. How are we looking here? Temperature is just about hit bottom. That's beautiful. We'll take that. Let's open up the back. While we're doing that, actually, I'm going to go and start the generator, so hopefully it's easier to see for you guys. And I'm going to overcook the generator slightly, because I don't think we've tested that bad boy. I normally keep it around 35. Nope, dang it. Come on. Nope. Come on. Actually, let's check the oil. Is that out of oil? Is that out of oil? That might be on us. That might be on us. We haven't done that. I'm very mindful that time isn't ticking at this point now. So let's turn. Yeah, basement switch. So we'll turn the basement light switch on. Let's take the oil down, just in case it is the oil. If so, that's on us. We need to deal with that and attend to that. Because we're daft and we didn't. Although I'm sure we did. I think it's full. Right. Well, we've put 2 dollops in because we're professionals. Let's go. Flicker that light switch, baby. You can do it. Valve is open 54%. We do have 18 litres in the old diesel tank. Come on, baby. Hey, gotcha. Check that. It does have oil. So you can see, I think it's kind of bright as well. I guess depends on how much percentage you throttle that, is how bright it is. Oh, this could be cooking, dang it. So let's turn that off very quickly. Let's turn that off. Plant lights we'll have on and engine lights we'll have on. I think this might overcook us. Where's the brush? F. Carbon is visible. Let's give it a poke and a clean. Clean as a whistle. As soon as I see that, that's good enough for me. I'm going to close that door. Happy days, you beautiful creature, you. Oh, we have no coal in there whatsoever. Okay, perfect. I'm sure that's a different coal model than what I saw last week. Correct me if I'm wrong. Well, it might be tidied up, might be cleaned up. Huh? Looks good though. Ooh, we'd be filling this girl. Damn. And she is done. Right, let's go and get the secret magic lighter. Oh, I couldn't see it for a second then. I was like, yeah, this looks nice in the light, but where are you? Fire is lit. I love it. Better than a ferrule rod backup. Yoink. Okie dokie. Let's close that. Let's open up that, because obviously we want to get the temperature up. Fiery water should be 100%. We'll change that down to 2. See, yeah, see the leak here. I think if this is overflowing, this could be the idea. If this overflows, this leaks. Because at the moment it's leaking, this pours. and it just goes down and floods your basement like an absolute boss. Because I don't know how much water this would hold, but I would imagine a substantial amount. Why that is filling up, doing whatever it does, that it's going to build up the water pressure, that is okay. We can of course then go around and do the checks that we need to do before we start this up. I'm looking at it like we are fresh as a daisy, we're good, everything is fine. We need to go upstairs and close off the jackets, because the jackets should now be okay. Yep, that's good and in the green. So let me just restrict that. I think that is that still going up? 741. It is still going up. Beautiful. Jacket closed. Thank you. We'll fill that up as well. Love it. Love it. Thank you. Tackle has said curtain. Damn. I'll take the breeze though, to be honest with you. At this point, I'll take the breeze. Oh no, wrong way. Wrong way. Do you know what? I've closed that off and I haven't checked it. Ouch. Yeah, that's Bernie. That's ouch. Quick check of this thing. This is 50%. Beautiful. Love it. We are going to drop that down there. Happy days. Pressure is building. She is 755. That's still going up nicely. So once it gets to 800, it gets to 800. We did leave it open for a while on max. So again, we'll just keep this, just keep it topped off. If it doesn't, it's not doing you any harm not to. I mean, 3 scoops of that. I'll take that all day long. Pressure is at 112 and rising. As soon as it gets to about 125, 130, it really does start to rise. We are on municipal, so we're good to go. The schoolhouse hydrant initiative is going to pay 289. We need to pump 41,000 gallons. There we go, 126. That'll start to go. And let's go and check actually what we're potentially going to lose here on a daily limit. Not that one. What popped up there? Oh, what's popping up there? Ooh. Oh, there you go. Active contract. What was that doing there? What was that? Can I replicate that? Is that where my screen is looking? Ah, okay, so it's where the screen's looking, so you can press, so if I come here and press E, and then I can just come down here, because I'm in that area, I'm guessing it's a hitbox thing, and I'm doing that, Herman, I'm doing that by the way, if you're watching it, if you watch that back. Activate the contract, pressing E, hovering over where that is, and then every time I press E I get that. So that might be undocumented feature, just to have a play with. So gallons requested is 41,298. The deadline is in 2 days, so we really do need to pump. We're losing 20,000, so we absolutely need to pump 20,000. So the way it works is take your contract, divide by the days that you have, and that is a daily extraction of the water basically from that reservoir. So that might come and bite you on the good old booty. As it did me. So what I mean by that is, if industrial has 100 and you have a contract for 50, it's going to take 25 a day. At 6 o'clock in the morning, that 100 will just go straight down to 75. So be very mindful of that. That will and could then take you below your threshold limits, and before you know it, phones are ringing, somebody's telling you off because you've dropped below that. Okay, we are up and running now, we should be good. We should see 40,000 gallons or gallons being taken from the the house. Because we are pumping for a contract, we will go and take this and up this to 68. There we go, beautiful. So just below the 70, and that is kind of where my plan is. If we're pumping against the contract, which we are, we will take this to 68. If not, we will leave it at 48. I want to see if we can maintain these reservoirs. Attack bodies. I want to see if we can maintain the reservoirs at 48. That would be nice. In the meantime now, I am going to pump some water. Actually, let's just check our coal, because we are using coal. But at the same time, I really want to, I want to run down the coal. I want to run down the coal, make sure that the hopper is working and potentially being empty. Right, let's pump some water back into. In fact, let's do a quick guide here. Yeah, let's do a quick guide. So Herman, feel free to cut copy and take these as you wish. So fair enough. Quick guide. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. I hope you're doing absolutely fantastic. TMTC coming at you with a quick guide over your boiler system, and potentially no water coming from or feeding into your boiler. And what you'll see is, the first time you'll see it, is the boiler will start to reduce. For that, you can check outside on your boiler feed tank and see where your boiler feed tank is actually at. So if you come to your boiler feed tank out here, you will notice that you have two arrows, an upper arrow and a lower arrow. You have a check valve at the top of it. You can press the E key or the Q key, and there you go. You can see there that I have water leaking out of that. If you don't check the bottom one, if the bottom one also doesn't show you water at 50%, chances are that you may have not filled the boiler outside. To fill the boiler outside, what you've got to do is, let me just flick a light off and put the light on for you. You need to run downstairs, because you might have missed this whole thing, and come over to here. Boiler water supply tank pump. Pump this a few times, i.e. quite a few times if you've let it get that low, and that will fill it up, and that will then start to send water to your boiler. Hope you found that useful. See you in the next one. Take care, good night. There you go. Edit that bad boy. Sweet. I do that anyway, just because, why not? That's one of the things I've seen on the forum, so I might do some guides on stuff like that on the forums. Happy days. You can press T and T again, and that will bring up your markers, or double T. Let me turn that off, engine on, lights on up here, so we can see. Well, funny watching that clip. Which clip? Yeah, that's just going to be, it's just going to be one of those, isn't it? I need to come and have a look at this. Is this thing doing okay? How are we looking on temperatures? So temperatures are okay. I'll put the family in again. Temperatures are okay. Actually, does that mean the lights get brighter the more I turn it up? 75. See, yeah, that's going up there, look. Okay, let's leave that on 75 and run for the phone. Oh, it's because the residential's leaking. No, you absolute stinker, you. Oh, it does look brighter. Oh, okay. Fair enough. I regret to inform you that residential is shoddily maintained, and therefore we have sprung a tiny leak. The tiny leak isn't severe, and the severity will have a minimal impact on the delivery of said services. However, If you could reduce the water pressure so we could fix that, we'd gratefully and eternally appreciate it. Today. I actually had that in real life, where at my parents' house they had a main pipe had burst or whatever it is, so the water supply was affected to the house. Or actually, to many houses, it was a main supply. And you get the good eggs, you know what I mean? They are, well done, water supply company, you are the best. And I was like, well, if you'd have maintained it properly in the first place, would we have had the issue? They're like, yeah, I don't want to be that bearer of good news, but I'm not waving the you are doing amazing flag. If your general maintenance hasn't been completed, then that's on you. You're going all serious on a boiler, guy. Yeah, no, it's to do with some people playing the game don't necessarily understand, or they just don't. They're playing for 5 or 6 days, which is fine, and then it bit me on the booty. It definitely bit me on the booty. So if it bit me on the booty, it might bite somebody else on the booty. So why not? Why not? That is, yeah, let's leave that. How are we looking at the see? One oil. Let's see what I've got in here. 2, 3, 4. And I think we've got 2 coming. Yeah, that's not a lot. Yeah, that's not a lot. How are we doing on 23,000? So we're doing okay on that. Alright. Yeah, you know the score, Richard. Always trying to be helpful when it comes to that kind of stuff, because it's just easier. It really is just easier. Let's go and check the. Oh. Whoa. Let's turn that back down to 35 or 30. 127. Okay, it clearly doesn't like that, but it is still running, which is a bargain as far as I'm concerned. How are we looking on oil? Ah, there we go. Now I can see the oil. Perfect. I'm wondering if you damage this over a period of time. Is there a damage icon on this? If you run it too hot, you damage it, and then eventually it will either seem stop working, blow up, or yeah. I mean, I'm interested in the fact that that's overheating when the engine revs at 10, and that's still overheating. Voltage is good. So hang on. So if we put this back to 50, you know, why not? There we go, we're back into the green now. Oh, okay, let's have a tinker at this then. So 57, 60. Six is where it's holding, give or take. Okay. 60 versus holding. We haven't popped the bolt, have we? Oh, wow. I find that hard to believe that we haven't popped the bolt. I'll take it. Right, shovel time. There we go. Okay. Wow, was that full already? Damn, was. Holy. That is so much more efficient. Municipal is... Oh, it's nearly 6 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, come on. I like it. That means... municipal's at 107. That's at 107. Ooh. Actually, we are pumping a fair whack, aren't we? Because we turned it up to the 68. It should be okay. Yeah, we should be okay. Nice little story. Generator. We're not on the grid. I'm too tight to go on the grid. Ain't going on the grid. Cost me $1. Shall we see how much it costs us actually? Let's go. I'm umming and ahhing here over. Do you know what I mean? If they're going to hit me with like a massive bill, then that's just me being bonkers, isn't it? So let's turn this off. And then let's set that back there, so at least we can do that. Okay, let's go and use some electricity somewhere. Flip the grid. Please don't be too expensive, that's all I'm saying. It's taking me ages to save up my $1. Open. Grid. On. The other half of me now is like, turn it all off. Turn it all off. Save some electric. Power available. Okay. Yeah. I'm nervous, you know what I mean? 77. Let's take that. Yeah, that's. I'm going to leave that as is for the time being. Let's leave that as is. Let's reload this up, bad boy. Wow, one. Oh, that's the shift change, isn't it? Yeah, there you go. That's the shift change. That is basically your notification to say that everything is about to change. I like it. Contracts completed. We just got paid. Show me the money. Oh, 20, yeah, it just drained the municipal up down to 94. It said 20,000 drained. We have another 9,000 to pump. I am so tempted to leave that pumping that 9,000. So tempted. I also want to know, does a little van come tootling down the road here and deliver my supplies? Do you know what I mean? I'm like that. I've never seen the supplies, so I don't know how they get here. Let me turn that off, and that off. Because I have a sneaky feeling that it's costing me money. It does say it's daytime, so I want to go. And I'm going to turn that off just because I don't want them to charge me anything. I'm tight. And I'm one of those where if I'm not on it, you can leave me alone. I'm going to go to oil refinery at this time of morning. I want to see if I get a decent price on the oil refinery being this early. Easy tell and try again. Unit price of 50. Oh no, I can't get any more. No! Dang it. All fixed on residential. That is useful as absolutely. I like that. We've got 5,500 gallons pump, which is good. How are we looking? We're going to lose 20,000 there. That 20,000 is, what is that? It's 96. Is it 1,000 per point? So if this gets to 0, that gets to 100. It's about 1,000 per point, which means we're going to drop 20 on the municipal. That's what I'm thinking there. So we can check that in a sec. When that gets to whatever it gets to. Do we have the delivery yet? It is! It is a bloody truck! Oh! Toot toot! Oh! that is. It's got lights. I salute you, sir. Okay, can we get there and take it straight out ourselves quick? Oh. Damn. Approved. Very much. I like that. That was, yep. Toot toot. Ta-ra. Heck yeah. Holy! It's the little things, baby. It's the little things, I swear to God. That is genius. Don't you ting at me now, Bolts. Don't you ting at me, Bolts. Now the question is, can we go back to the oil refinery and say, come on. That's giving me 50. Give me 50, give me 50. 5. What's that, going to be 250? Place order. And coal. I mean, to be fair, I think we're good on coal. I think we're good on coal. 24. Nah, we're good on coal. But that should give us enough oil to do what we need to do. Let's go and fill up that. We did a couple of tins. Yeah, I genuinely think the municipal there is good. So every percentage based on that is 100. So we're at 102. If we get to 120, yeah, if we get to 121 on municipal, that then covers this contract. What is it? It's 289. Yeah, that then covers that contract. And that then puts us in a stead of we have enough items, so we've got enough coal and enough oil in theory to run the rest of the day. Nice. And we've done that. If we take off 295, oh sorry, if we take off 500, we have £295 left, because I took the additional 500. So that's another test where you can do it on the 500. So it can be done on the 500. You just need to buy at the right prices at the right time. Otherwise, that just disappears very quickly. Yeah, burnt through some of these, haven't they? $105. I'm going to go and reduce down where our average at the moment. Let's leave the municipal running at the moment because we've fulfilled the contract itself. Yeah, we fulfilled the contract itself, but we're now just filling the municipal up for that reduction. That reduction of 23 is going to take it to 6 points over where it needs to be. And if we don't plan on running municipal again for a while, it's going to drop that 6 points through the night. And then also, of course, it's being used as well during the day. So we absolutely want to run that, that's fine. Industrial leaking is an issue. Residential is also an issue. Damn. Yeah, it's luckily for us it's only a minor leak. Residential's back down to 10 above though. I am going to stop this and change off municipal now. Municipal I'm kind of happy with roughly. Residential I'm not. I'm not happy with where residential is. So let's go to residential. and switch that back. Bish bash bosh. Up she goes. And now again, because we're not doing a contract and we're just trying to be fair to the game and test it, I'm going to go and switch back. Yeah, 44. I'm going to go and switch back. I do want to check upstairs though, that oil. Because that oil is, we run that oil low. 25. I'm okay on 25. Boiler is at 77. Everything's okay. Yeah, okay. I'm going to go and turn the water ingress down from the inlets. What are we on? 61. Turn this down to 48. Oh, we got 5 merit points as well. Oh, we could have done this from up there. Dang it. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, I definitely want to have a look at. So the upgrade, I think, is the. If we have enough, do we have enough in that valve? 5 points unlocked. Upgrade unlocked. Oh. Okay, so now we've unlocked it, I would like that to say unlocked or something equivalent, I think. I'm also going to turn the power supply back on to the grid, because I have a sneaky feeling, and it probably should require power. Power is available, so here we go. Oh, look at that! $48.95. Oh, that is nice. That makes life a little bit easier. I don't have to go outside no more because I'm lazy or efficient or whatever you want to call me. Don't know what you like. That is so nice. Right. Now we did hear a couple of dinks, which is fine. So I'll go downstairs in a minute. Let's do the engine. I feel like I've won a prize. Yeah, so my idea for the progression tree, if you like, and call it could be a character progression, where you as the engineer progress based on the contracts. So if you do a contract, then you gain your engineer experience, and then stuff like this, for instance, because this is going to reduce at a certain rate, you become more experienced as the engineer, so maintaining it becomes easier because you become more efficient at it. Maybe that could be the engineer side of it, so the cleaning it gets faster, oil reduction and stuff like that gets fewer and fewer. What's the benefit of having the second boiler at the moment? Excuse this rookie asking, but yeah. Let me go and, while I've got my oil can down here, come down here and top up this bad boy. Nice. Right, that's full. Beautiful. Have a look in there. Are we filling up with water? We are. I'm not going to pump water again until it floods. That's the plan, Stan. we're going to let it flood. Because apparently this flywheel here gets wet. And I'd like to see that. So, I'm wondering if the bolts here will fill the gap up with water. Where is it? Let's start there. I just want to know if it does fill up with water. And if it does, that's fine. Yeah, let's do that. Right, no maintenance down here for a while. Tough. Although I am going to fill the main boiler. So that could be the reservoir leak fixed or an additional contract. Let's go and have a look. We can definitely take an additional contract because we fulfilled that one. If we can get there fast enough, and it is a contract. But I think it's the industrial's back on. That's good. Actually, that's not good. That's going to take 20 from there, which is going to drop us to 90. 90 is below the 100, that is for sure. So we need to close this off immediately and get this back onto industrial very quickly. Gatehouse, please. Industrial. And we've spotted that early enough that hopefully, I don't want to turn up past the 48. I'm trying to maintain that 48. That's why. It's just call it a mini challenge within a challenge, or something along those lines. To be fair, the other half he says just thump it to 100 and flood the basement. Oh, leaking on municipal. You creature, you. Oh, that sucks. And it's yellow as well. No. Actually, where's this? Oh, this comes out of municipal as well. So it's not industrial, it's the municipal contract. We have, I think, just got that wrong, you know. I genuinely think we just got that wrong. Oh dear. Yeah, we did. We just got that wrong. Right, let's do that. Let's smash this over to 100. Oh, we can't smash it up to 100 though, can we? Okay, this is going back up to 69.60. Ooh, get that open, go. 69.68. Damn. Let's go down to the water to make sure that those do align. Fair test. Yeah, we pump. Let's pump on demand. Oh, it's got a little motor on it. Did it have a motor on it before? I don't know if it did. Remote operation only, electric required. Hint, higher valve settings. Yada yada yada. Oh, it does, yeah. The motor just goes on it. I like it. Chef's kiss. Municipal's 104. That's dropping like a stone, isn't it? Okay, we stay as we are until we either get tired or municipal drops to 100. Municipal drops to 100. We will then switch on over. That's at 15. I'm going to top that up now just because I want to. 104. Nice. And then the boiler. Fill, please. Beautiful. Yeah. I wonder if there's an auto. Is there an auto coal feed option? So I would only then need to fill up the said pump. Or is that ultimate laziness? Would that be ultimate laziness? I mean, yeah. Yeah. That's getting lower. I like it. I want to see how I want to see what it takes to fill that bad boy. Clean fire tube regulator. Yes, but that's it. Yeah, we read these. Type 1. Whistle code. 1 times engine ready. 2 times starting engine. 3 times stopping engine. On reservoir pressure problems. Medium blast shift. Oh, okay. I wonder if you have to, what is it? 3 stopping engine. Alright. How are we looking? Municipal's down to... Industry's back up to 116. I feel much better that that's at 116. Dome, what's dome wise? Who's that? What is that? I see it lighting or something. I'm going to turn it off though because it's using electric. I'm tight. That's okay, that's running. I mean, she's running, she's doing what she says on the tin. I can approve of that. Everything is good. How many points we got? Oh, we've got no more points. Dang it. How are we looking on upgrades then? Oh, there's a green tick. Okay. So it's just the adjustable wrench. Master farm insured. Boiler supply tank. Boiler supply tank. That's the electrical pump downstairs. Steam exhaust condenser. See, I've only got half of those things. That's running. Right. Maintenance required. How is downstairs looking? Any severe floods? Not seen anything yet. Just going to flood the gap. Why not? Yeah. Once industrial gets to 120, I might. Oh, we're tired now, though. So. Okay. Yeah, we're going to lose out on municipal here, aren't we? We are going to drop below the threshold. We need to switch this over very quickly. And possibly run it to 105. To try and, one, combat that leak. Yeah, that's good. Come on, old girl. Right, shift Q close. Let's get this over to municipal. Gatehouse. Municipal, please. Thank you. But it wouldn't be a problem if we didn't have the contract. Because this contract's going to deduct 20. That's potentially going to take us down to 82. And that is a leak on residential. Oh, gay. I think that's the fine balance of the way that we're doing it. We're trying to maintain it to the point where if there's a leak and there's too much pressure in the reservoirs, then the leak becomes severe. And that's what we're trying to combat. We don't want the reservoirs full because that's just going to be bonkers. But at the same time, yeah, so you were now onto there. Let's open up the regulator. Let's get this thing spinning again. Perfect. I mean, when you think about the design, the impact on that though. Yeah. Any flood? Don't forget, like it too. And we are now running on municipal as well, so that is good. We are tired, so we can shut this thing down. It's 10 o'clock. Oh, 10 o'clock, which means it's going to be 10 o'clock at night. And I don't want to be running that municipal for that long. Actually, because it's at 100, because we've got a leak on it, I can crank this open to 100. Because it's got a leak on it, it allows me to do that. So let's do that. Yep, we are going to pop some bolts, that's for sure. You can see the screen move now as well. More bolts are popping. Popping, baby. Are we flooding yet? I don't think we're going to be far off flooding at some point, or we'll stop to get flooded. I like it. Yeah, nice. Okay, she's doing well. She's doing what she's supposed to be doing. I'm going to go and pump the water boiler. Let's just check the water boiler actually. We are 77, so we found the happy medium there. That's okay. Beautiful. Up she goes. Yoink, yoink, yoink. Thank you. Bosh, bosh, bosh. She is charged and done. What we at now? 108. The reason why is because that's going to cause potential problems for me. If we sleep for 12 hours now, the pump is going to stop. That's just the way it goes. But more importantly, with the reduction of the 20-ish from municipal, plus the leak, that's going to drop us to 90 and residential. So then we're going to be pumping tomorrow morning. Do you know what? Let's just do it. Let's just go sleep. Let's see where it goes. But we're not going to be able to change for such a long time. Where are we now? 10 o'clock. Yeah, that's going to take us till 10 o'clock in the morning, and then we're still pumping against that. I am not going to sleep yet. Nope. We're not going to sleep yet. We're going to stay on municipal as long as we can until the point where we start to feel hazy, and then we'll make the phone call to switch it over to residential. So we're going to leave it on leaking and smacking out 100% for as long as this character can hold out before he gets extremely tired. Anything above 120, and I think that's going to put us in a reasonable spot. If we can make it to 120 before we need to switch over. Yeah. But in the meantime, we'll carry on doing maintenance of everything that we need to do. I'm going to let downstairs flood a bit. There goes another bolt, like it. I don't know what that phone call is going to be for, but we're not going to answer it. We can jog off. Maintenance first. It could even be a noise complaint actually. The fact that we are. I don't think we're going to get there in time. Just drop that down. Oil refinery circuit refill. Demand is 134,000 gallons on industrial. Absolutely not. 134,000 gallons in 2 days is a monstrous amount to pump that we don't want to do. Not in any way, shape or form do we want a slice of that cake. No sir. As soon as that gets to 120, No, let's leave it. Let's leave it running as is. Quite a pumping station means trouble. It certainly does. That's going to take us till 11. That would be almost like a night shift. Complete shift of pumping. How are we looking down there? Yeah, look at that. That is really starting to overflow now. I like it. Yeah, look at this. Oh wow, this is really starting to fill up. Heck yeah. Oh, that flywheel gets wet. How full is this thing? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, let's leave it. Yeah, I want to test it. But yeah, it's gone up again though. Ooh, yeah, really. Oh, it couldn't look here though. Oh, look, it's gone up again though. Oh. That's just food. And we are extremely tired, 1:20, so let's shut this down. Switch it on over to residential, and then we can start pumping residential, then we go to sleep. J-House baby. Residential, that puppy. That should give us enough for that. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm hoping downstairs doesn't flood. Or continue to flood. I mean, I know we're going to go and tighten that stuff up, that's fine. I'm just doing it for testing purposes, of course. Valve position. He's looking good, I think. Yes, sir. Let's E that. Of course, yeah, we're pumping at 100%, aren't we? Yeah, it ain't gonna like any of that, that's for sure. 59. 60, yeah, 60 already, look. Ooh. Get filled. $12 off. It ain't gonna like that, is it? It ain't gonna like that. Yeah, 103, look. Bang. Of course, now it's the night time. We'll turn all the lights on because we may as well use the electric. Let me turn the lights on first. In fact, I think we're already on. The power source is the grid, so we're okay. The grid does go down from time to time, I believe. Right, we are on. That is not looking so good. So let's turn that off just for a sec. Let's get this filled up. And we are pumping against the leak as well, so in theory we have the right to to moan. That is going up. We will open that though. Let's open that, get some air in here, get that back up, get the water back up. 83 on that. I'm okay with that actually. Why that's doing that? Oh, we probably should have cleaned the boiler out, but it is as it is. How are we looking down here? Did that flood go? Did that flood reset? Oh no, it didn't. Damn, it is filling. Oh, she be filling. Yeah, she be filling. Oh, the leak on the the leak on the residential has done or completed, which means we can't run at that speed. Yeah, so the residential, you can run at 100, so you can run past. Oh, I like that noise though. $68.5, beautiful. I like that. I like the fact that that's now relatively simple to do. Pressure is building back up. I like it. We are good on there, so let's absolutely flip that dampener down. Perfect. And of course, because we had it wide open, it will have burnt a bucket load of coal. Yeah, look at that. Coal usage is massively different. Up we go. Let's have a quick check of this bad boy. Yeah, she's starting to run down. Where is she? About here-ish somewhere. Pressure's going up. 85 on that. I'm okay with that. Let's just double check our jackets up here. 153. I like it.
Ouch.
181. I like it. Looking good on the glass there. And it is day 6 of 40. So we're not even halfway through this yet. That is a scary thought, let me tell you. Come on now. So the question is, well, while that's doing that, while that's building up, I'm going to come and pump some water down here. Ooh. Yeah. Just to keep my boiler topped up at the back. I do have a lazy man's option there though. How are we looking here now? Leak on industrial by the look of it. So everything apart from the one that we're on is sprung a leak. Reservoir has respawned, industrial, only a low pressure, so that's good because it's only a low pressure. If we were much higher, like the municipal, that would have caused us potential problems. The only problem with the municipal one and the stinker is the fact that that's the one at 6 o'clock that's going to have water deducted for a contract. So that might bite us on the booty just a touch. It should also be a little bit quieter. 24. So let's go and see if this is still filling. That's the municipal, no longer leaking, I guess. That we needed. Yeah, we'll have that slice of cake. Hopefully the industrial won't lose that much because it's such a small leak. And it's night time, so they don't use that much. Residential 59, that's really pumping. Look at this water level now, looks like come up here. Are all these leaking? Pretty much. Yeah, so this should be filling up quite quick. That's really deep though to get to there. Was it me? That is a long, that is, yeah, damn. I'm staring at this little dot here. You see it just disappears under the water. It is. Yep. So it's definitely ingress. Excuse me. What is this valve? A condenser inlet valve. Valves open amount not available in demo. Hint, allows water to flow into the condenser. Don't know what that does. Excuse me a sec. What's that? That's different fluid it's rising. Okay, so we are getting close to the electrical generator. Is this off? Let's turn that down to 0. That's got to be really high to get to that, hasn't it? Oh well, let's let it do its thing. Definitely flooding. Definitely flooding. What are we pumping residential? Right, getting too carried away with that. Let's go and double check. Let's start from the box and work around onto maintenance, he says. Of course, not maintenance of downstairs because we're just letting that flood and we want to give that to the test. Why not? Bish bash and a bosh. My concern is the fact that I'm then going to spend pretty much half a day pumping that out. Upgrade electrical pump. Is that lazy? Is that lazy? Right. Oh, excuse me. Get this tucked off. Oh, look at the leak on municipal. That's as red as a baboon booty as well. No. How? A red leak. Oh, game's just done an absolute dirt there. Cheeky monkey. That's going to balance back out, isn't it? No. I'm going to miss that phone call. I'm going to miss that phone call. One more ring. I reckon it mocks you. It does it. Just looks at me. Nope. 68 and 68. So we are absolutely filling. Where's the water level here? See, I can't see the water level from up here. I don't think I can. This is just me. Because apparently this thing starts to get wet and reduced reds. We can test that puppy. 1, 2, 4 on the residential lead drive. Coal is going down nicely. We've got plenty of bags of coal. I'm okay on that. Right, let's have a look down here. Let's see if we're flooded. Holy, that's a yep, we flooded. That's as high as it's ever been. The generator is in danger at this point. How far are we off here? Not far, I don't think. To get to this stage though, you really have to neglect it that, don't you? I mean, we are basically just got, we are doing nothing downstairs at all. All fixed on Industrial reservoir. Didn't realise that was leaking. I'll take it. What happens if I throw my light into the water? Just like that. Just checking. Right, how do I turn it on? Ignite. Where is underwater? Pretty much everywhere. Right, let's put this here. F is a waterproof light. I like it. That ain't far off, that is it? That ain't far off. Ooh, you got a rippling effect though. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go and check upstairs. We're going to make sure everything's okay, and then we're going to come back downstairs and see if that gets wet. I want to see what it does. I am intrigued. 80 is good. That is good. That is good. Let's top up the boiler. All these glasses here. All these glasses are done and charged. Right. Let's go and see what happens downstairs. 75. Yeah, look at this. We are here now. Jenny's gone. Oh, look at that. That is, yep. Okay. Okay, I'll set my have a quick drink. You're right there, D. You're right, my girl. Oh, that's just gone up again, didn't it? Yeah, it's gone up again, look. Oh, that is literally right there. Come on now. Look at that. Oh, you can barely dip your toe in that puppy. Going up again. Cheers and good health. Go on. How much neglect have we got to be to get to this stage? That is bonkers to me. Oh, there we go. That is spitting water, right? Oh, it does get wet, look at that. Oh, let's go check upstairs on that. Ooh. Okay. A cheeky ripple effect. Okay. That is a foliage growing through. Yeah, look at that. It glistens. Very nice indeed. Very nice. But of course we do, let's shut it down for a second. Yeah. Nicely done. Because the reservoir there is at 81%, so we're okay on that. Can I just keep my hand on E? Can't keep my hand on it. Oh, thank goodness for that. Yeah. There we go. Let's get this back down to some kind of reasonable level. I like that. And it doesn't take too long to pump it down either, actually, to be honest. That is a respectable amount of time for pumping. It's enough to encourage you not to do it. And keep an eye on it. Cheers. Cheers and good health. Oh, we've got a leak on this. Really? And of course it's a severe leak as well now because we've overpressured it. That's on us, to be honest. That municipal's going to cause an issue. Yeah. But now there's a leak on it, it does mean the fact that we can absolutely... Yep, we can pump this thing. I'm going to switch it on to... In fact, I'm going to start it back up. And then just tighten it all off. So we'll turn it up to 44. I'm okay on that. And then I'm going to come over to here and let's close these down to 48. 49, that'll do. 49 if we can get that, that'll do. So below 50. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful. That should be good on there. Oh, that's just a leak on the municipal. I'm not gonna faff around with that at all. But what I am gonna do is come over here and start tightening these bolts. At least start to reduce some of this leak. And then we can pump away with it. Perfect. Good. I do have to say, if it gets to that stage, that is, I mean, how long has that taken us to neglect? And how much neglect has that taken us? Let's get this one tightened up. Bosh. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let me just do that. Who do we have? Hey. I see you. Good evening. Hope you're well, sir. Hope you're well. Done, done, done. Beautiful. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Let's go back to chat, just because I can. Is that still going up, or are we okay? So, cheeky little test. Let's do 1 and 2, because I can see this little monkey here leaking. Like it. That is fine. Let me just give that a quick tighten. So that in theory should be tight down here now. My little light's waterproof, so he's fine. I'm happy with that. I can't decide if my fishing one was waterproof once. I mean, to be fair, it might have been waterproof, but it didn't do well against the flow of said river. His little light kind of... his little light bobbed down the river and it was off. I was gutted. Absolutely gutted. Because it was actually one of those that used to have the little mantles in them, and it was a multi-fuel one. And it was fantastic, it was great, so still like not fishing stuff. And yeah, I sat there with my friend, and my friend kicked it and it rolled down the bank and made spollution, and you know, little light just went off into the distance. I was like, this could work. As it disappeared round the bend in the river. Damn, dang it. To be fair though, I could. It was one of those where it was kind of expensive at the time, and I thought there might be a second splution a minute as I what would be the best description? Volunteer him to go and get it. Yeah, off you pop. Come out and drift him out the other side. Right, bolt done, bolt done, bolt done, bolt done. Bolt is done. In theory, watertight is good. I don't see any water. I don't see any water here. Is that a shadow? Light, are you doing me a dirty? Come on now. Oh, damn it. Got it. Off you pop. Neat. Yeah, it was a light doing me one. Casting shadow. I like that. I like the fact that there's a shadow. Trickery. We really need to get stoked the fire, don't we? I don't recall doing that in a sweet minute. Oh, we got a cough on. No. No. That means we were lazy last at the start of the shift, and we were, by the way. We are energy average as well. Poppins. How are we looking on time? Time is it's 2 AM as well. No, we messed that up. Which means we're going to be tired at 6. Reservoir here is full. Here's what we're going to do. We are going to shut her down. Yeah, we're not going to leave her running in any way, shape or form. We're going to leave that running though, and then we're going to go and have a cheeky snooze for 12 hours. That should mean it's going to be about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, which gives us a very small window to change over to municipal's going to drop because of the contract. I'm mindful of that. So we're okay on that. Everything is okay. Let's give that a sec, just in case it does some calculations in the background. Maybe, maybe not. Professional streaming gives me time to get a drink in. Is my little truck coming? That little truck, by the way. Chef's kiss for that bad boy. Heck yeah. Let's open this. Box is cold enough. Yeah. I got you. I'll take the hint. I got the hint. How we're looking? We are fairly dirty. Oh, fairly dirty and coughing like he's been down the coal mines forever. Drama queen. You got it, Emily? No. Whistle clean. See, now I'm assuming that whistle clean is as clean as it gets, but the fact that there's still a bit of dust coming off it, I might give it another second, you know, because last time we went to whistle clean. So if there's something that's better than whistle clean, we have been doing ourselves an injustice. Or is it the fact that is the fire on at the front? Oh, the fire's on at the front. Oh, that might, okay. Okay, that could just be us. Dang it. Is the fire's still going? Okay. Yeah, that's probably just us. Let's get this thing topped back up. Why the fire still running, by the way? I'm going to have a slice of that cake. That means I ain't got to get out the magical Zippo. Yoink. Houston, thank you. Don't be selective on me. Am I running out of coal, though? Am I running out of coal? Let's open up this damper. It's sucking the air. I like that. I do like that. Right, coal is good. Let's close that. That is good. That is good. It is... What time is it? Residential's leaking, which we don't particularly care about. Municipal is 100. Have we paid our... Yes. So in theory, we have had the deduction. Can't remember if I have or not, to be fair. But I am... delaying my call. I'm umming and ahhing between municipal and industrial. I am. Dang it! Answer the phone. All right, patience, guys. Where are you? Just took him 3 minutes to answer it. He's like, come on. Gatehouse is busy. Car park conference, man. Car park conference. Look at this. This is awesome. Yep. I said before it came, I said that if a little truck comes down here, that a delivery truck, that would be, yeah. Mwah. It's definitely a standard. So what you've ordered isn't what's in the back, because that's just me 5 cans, and I have no bags of coal, and that was showing bags of coal. But I can live with that. I can absolutely live with that. Minor leak on industrial, and we've just swapped over to industrial. Genius. Pressure is building. When it gets to about 120, it starts to go up relatively quickly, which I like. Oh, actually, let me just check what the boiler pressure is. So 97. I can live with that. We've got plenty of coal, plenty of oil now. Got at least 5 tins there. 5 tins there. 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. How many more do we have around here? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we have absolutely enough oil to make it through to the rest of the demo. Sweet. Is she up and running? She's around the 158 mark, 160. As soon as you get to the 160, we will then start her up. Oh no! Schoolboy error. We didn't open the jackets by 5, did we? Ah. Cold as well. Wow. Yeah, that's a loss. Yeah. Okay, let's take that to 40. Take the other one to 40. Just because. 48, 49, there we go. How did we fluff that? Warm at 62. Right, I'm going to leave that and let that do its thing while we go and throw some more. that was an entrance down the stairs, wasn't it? Got it. Right, let's throw some more coal in here. The dampener is still wide open. Oh, okay, yeah, we don't need coal. Coal is, yeah. Yeah, we could. Oh. He's throwing his shovel in disgust now. He's like, you want me to shovel more coal? Yeah, if you wouldn't mind. Freak yourself. Oh, don't you tell me there's no more leaks, man. I swear to God. We're going to be falling out. And textiles mill boiler feed on industrial. That's a big chunk of cheese, that. Yeah. Right, we're going to do it. We're absolutely going to do it. Because we're on industrial anyway, and we're just about to fire up. So why wouldn't we have a reasonable head start on that? Let's have a check. Hot. Yeah, okay. Hot. Easy. Burny finger. And we're going to run industrial for a sweet minute anyway. So, did that close? It did close. Let's double check that. Let's not be in a keen old rush. So accidents happen and problems start. Closed. So we should be good to go. In fact, I think we can do it from here. Yeah, there we go. We can just spin it from there. Run down the stairs. And then flip it on over to 44. Do our usual. Got it. Herman, is there anything you want testing, sir, while you're in check? While you're back? Bosh, and bosh. Look at that. We are in a groovy place. 97. We are keeping that there. Mwah. Chef's kiss for that. On to ourselves, by the way. Because why not? How are we looking on said offer? That is... I'm trying to create it from the bottom. There-ish. I wonder how many bags that takes. That's what we're aiming, is it? When you feel this sheet test coming on. Sheet is looking good. Let's send all the information over to said. Yeah, you see there, look, it is nearly 6 o'clock in the evening. So we are on industrial. Let's have a check of the, what we're going to check. I was going to check something and it's gone out of my head. Oh. So we're below 50 on that. We're not pumping against at the moment. Yeah. Chairman. That GoFundMe is going to start very, very soon, you know, don't you? We didn't check power supply. Dang it. 18. Do you know what? For 18, I'm going to buy 7 bags. This place can be, it can be like a World War II bunker for sandbags at this point. You know what I mean? At 18 a pop, I'm stacking this high. Can I jump on top of them? Oh, I bet I could just, yep. Off you pop if you have the time. That is 97. That is just holding itself very nicely, isn't it? That is good. Municipal at 99. We've got nothing going out of municipal. That needs to be above 75. We're in a good place for that, and we are going to pump through the night as is. It is one half of me here, so my decision making here, and it's very light, is if I was to switch back to municipal now and pump municipal for an hour, i.e. an in-game hour, that might give me 2 to 3 PSI. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do, because yeah. Because industrial I can pump through the night, and more importantly, when I pump through the night, it's going to use less, so we can really just fill that thing. Come on, right, house. Gotcha. Municipal, please. So this is where a little bit of management comes in. Yeah, we've literally got an in-game hour. to get on municipal. Okay, so while that's doing that, I'm going to switch this back up to 70. Under 70, thank you. Where are we on valve change? Valve change is going on now. That'll get quick. Okay, come on. Oh, there you go, you beauty. Right, that should get me onto municipal. There's the arrow. Let's fire up very quickly. Like I said, we've got about an hour. I want to get this to about 100 to 102. Any reason why? None in particular. Then I'm going to be pumping industrial for the rest of the evening anyway, so I want to get as much into there as I can. That's 44. That's as good as we're going to do. Let's leave that and go and just tighten up some bolts downstairs for some maintenance, and then we'll do some maintenance on the rest of the thing through the night where possible. I've lost the rest of it. Right. Don't think I've heard any pops or clangs, which may well happen now because we are pumping heavily. 99 on municipal. We say, well, anything above 100 and I say we're happy. I don't know what it is about the triple figures, couldn't tell you. And what's worse is that triple figures may be the thing that takes the lead into a yellow lead, in which case that could be a bit of a boo-boo by us, maybe. No. There we go, there's the 100. And I'm just trying to work with the gatehouse here. And then what we'll do is we'll change the intake down. 101. Beautiful. Like it. Is there any notification down here at the end of shift? Because if I miss that end of shift, I am proper stuck. We'll give this a cheeky pump. Just because, not that it's doing much for us there anyway. Now, at that point, it should be empty. We'll also give this a cheeky pump. I don't know where we're at, actually. I don't think I've done this one in a sweet minute. So we'll give it a little. Oh, don't you. Oh. So the answer to the question is, if we feed the municipal above the 102 and it will give us a yellow lead, we have an answer to that. And the answer is, hot dang it, yes. No. Thanks for the bad news, you mean telephone. And that just went dink as well. As soon as that arrow there touches the bottom end of that quarter before the 8, we shut it down and we switch over to industrial. That's what we do. No, I'm just not feeling comfortable with that. So I'm going to shut it down now and get this switched over to industrial. I'll get this switched over to something that ain't leaking. Oh, a sieve. Get off the phone, gatehouse. He's ordering his Chinese when he's going home in a minute. He's like, industrial, please. Yeah, the man finishes in 15 minutes. He's getting his Chinese order in, isn't he? He's like, or his Dominoes, or his Poppers, or whatever he's after, man. He's getting his order in. Why that is changing over, let's go and fix the bolt downstairs and prep, actually. In fact, we can prep for turning on, can't we? I want to swap this back down to 48. For a couple of reasons, really, if I'm honest, is at that point, it's going to be shift over, which basically tells me, or means as far as I'm concerned, that if it's night time, where we're below 50 we are. If it's night time, then the industrial usage is minimal. So what we can then do is we're just filling industrial at that point. You and my next door neighbours, well, I don't know what you call that, a chainsaw or something or other. Nice of them. Is that the water there? Yeah, I'm okay with that. Right, we are on industrial. That municipal though, leaking like that is, and the residential. I wasn't bold before, I am now, game. Yep, it's telling me that my night is pumping against. I see. We do so well, don't we? And then it balances. This game it balances you out. Nice. I think it balances you out nicely. It keeps you going. Those leaks though on municipal and residential. I'm not going to answer that phone. I know what the beef is. I know what the problem is. That is good. That is good. We have swapped over everything, and we should be good. So I'm just going to fire it and just start it. It's past the 6 o'clock marker. So that industrial leak shouldn't be anywhere near what we're about to pump in, so we should be able to massively over pump that leak. But more importantly, for me, is make a dent in that 96,000 litres, which is massive by the way. That is a monstrous amount. Funding is due tomorrow. That's going to give us £289 and 4 rep points. Alright. And what is this going to give us? This is going to give us 3 rep points. I've got 4 rep points for 41,000. I'm getting 3 rep points for 102,000. That's in 3 days. That's in... Oh, I can't see the deadline. Harsh. Wow, pick your contracts. Pick those contracts, because that one is, yeah. That's a lot of work, actually. Over 3 days, that means that is also going to take out 30,000 gallons. I might actually up the speed of this first, to be fair. That is going to take a lot of pumping. Yeah, I'm going to up that. That is going to take a lot of pumping. The beauty of having this is fine. Back up to 70. 69 and 69. Right, perfect, beautiful, beautiful. And let's go back to general maintenance. It is through the night, so the reservoir should just fill. That leak is going to be minimal. But the reason why I've opened up that is 92,000 there is going to take 30,000 out tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock, which is also going to fight the leak, which is irrelevant because of that time. So that's a lot. That is a lot. I get 3 points for that. Oh, game. Not like this. But at the same time, it does give you something to pump towards. And the first time we streamed this last week, we took 2 contracts. That I think is doable if you are running at 70% or 100%. The beauty of having that leak is the fact that I could open the valves to one. What does that mean? Now I've seen that sometimes. What does that mean? It's not the 6 o'clock changeover, is it? does that cheeky red house mean? Excuse me. I've forgotten now. Because I thought it might be the shift change. We're down to 46% on that, so we're okay. Everything's moved, which is good. 97 on water. Water's balanced. Pressure's balanced. That is balanced. Perfect. Right, let's stoke up the old fire because I think it's been a sweet minute. It has been a sweet minute, that's for sure. Yeah, look at that. Ooh, we let that go. Dang. That dampener makes a massive difference to the gameplay as well. It really does. It means you can. I genuinely think. The more I think about it, that dampener changes the game to the point where it is lovely. And the reason why, let me just go turn light on, is because last week, last week we were basically just shoveling coal and onto your next task, shoveling coal and onto your next task. That looks like the industrial infrastructure. So that was just shoveling coal into next job, shovel coal, and that now means you could do a couple of jobs and enjoy without having to manage that. But then how expensive is it going to be to run that and that? Manage the both of these. Because is there going to be a second dampener here? So let's head on down and see what's going on. What I am going to do is give the little pumpy pump. I do this because last week it bit me on the booty where I was trying to find, I didn't know what this was for or what it did, and the only time that I figured it out was because my boiler was a black blow. And I thought, maybe a little bit too late to be figuring that out. Perhaps something to figure that out long before the boiler goes to blow up. Where is, there you are, you can get. Oh, there's a couple of them. Okay. Oh, the municipal stop leaking as well. So we've got these rushing around municipal stop leaking. I like that. 81,000. That is a lot. I am going to go and check to see if that is 30,000. If that is 30,000 litres, yeah, we are. Woo! To put that in context, 81,000 gallons is 81 psi off industrial. That is an order and a half. Yeah. That might take a rebalance actually off, the more I think about it, off the contract. I wonder if the contract should be based on litres of water you need rather than and duration of days. I wonder if there's a calculation somewhere that can be done that basically says if X amount of litres are required in X amount of days, you get more points. Possibly, that's going to be some code though, isn't it? I'm trying to think of it from the dev's perspective, where I can come up with some great ideas, but then to code the game, you know, that's where it gets a bit. That's where it gets a bit of a challenge, because I get it. I work in IT. I'm an RPA developer myself. So somebody can come up to you with a fantastic idea and it's great, but then you have to translate that ID into, in my case, an RPA that works, because in their mind it just goes, oh, it just does X, Y, and Z, and I'm like, yeah, but to achieve X, Y, and Z, I need to do, one, I need to understand your X, Y, and Z, and two, I need to bring that to life, and when I bring it to life, I need to bring it to life that other people can understand, and that's the challenge, isn't it? Let's get this top tip. So yeah, that sounds easy, but what would the calculation be? And that therein lies the thought process. I mean notebooks, so we don't have any notebooks yet. We've spent them all on the inlet valve, which absolutely wanted to do. Joink. Could there be? Let's have a look. What could be? So we've still got the, yes, we've still got, so this is 40,000, and I'm sure this was over 2 days. So that's 20, it was 20,000 per one, or per stuff. That's giving me 4 points. So that's almost giving me like a point per 10,000 litres. But if that's the case, that would give me 10 points. And that's over 3 days. Yeah, I don't know how you would calculate that. Rough. Right, let's get this top back up. See, my mind's going now like. But then again, I don't know how or what the other things are. And let's have a look at the upgrade. So adjustable wrench allows to remotely adjust the opening and that, so that's good. Not available in demo. Oh, I was hoping for a description that then says not available in demo. So this is what you could have. Dang it. Same for this, still not available in demo. Oh. The phone, don't you tell me how long the leak. Don't shoot. Nope. To be fair, that's a good thing though, because we need to pump, and the leak is going to do us a solid. Right, let's grab this and see what bolts we're popping here, because I know we're popping bolts. Alright, splashy, splashy. That's good. That one is just kind of... Yeah. I'm wondering if you could do a bolt upgrade, or a head bolt update. So if you've selected to play the game with said bolts, they didn't have Loctite in those days though, did they? Oh, that's a third leak and all yellow. No. Come on now. You're getting me. You're getting me. I'm like, no. And then it brings you up to tell you, it brings you up to mock it. It says, you know that one leak, that one pipe that didn't have a leak? Have a leak. And because you've done such a fantastic job of restocking up all those reservoirs, pressure's going to get you. Under pressure. How are we looking in the hopper? Yeah, alright, okay. I just want to see how many bags of coal it's going to take to fill it. Right, let's have a look. Let's pick up the shovel. One. Look at that, two. I'm all over that. 34. I'm okay with that. Double check everything else. That is running as expected. Down to 64 on the gallons being pumped. What is our deduction here? Ouch. That is a lot. That is a big, big contract. So the way it works is, and this is the 102 here is basically divided by the 34 here of the number of days. So 3 times that equals that. You don't got to do the maths. That's how it works. Which means you can do what I'm doing now. I'm pumping a bucket load. But the problem with pumping in the bucket load is that tomorrow morning it's going to take out 34 psi. It will do that. That's 1 litre fixed. That's nice. Because residential at 59 is not good at all. Which means the leak on municipal is going to be a problem. Here's what we're going to do. We are going to open these up to 100. The reason why is because we can. For a start, we can. And we can because it has a leak on the pipeline. Done, done and done. We should be able to fight against that leak or go against that leak. I'm fine with that. Beautiful. But more importantly, we are going to then, what time is it? Is that 8 o'clock at night? Oh, we're in trouble. So that's going to go against the leaking 150 there, but at the same time, that reservoir for residential is going to drop. And that's going to be an issue. So the reason why I'm pumping massively against industrial at the moment on full is because I need to get as much into it as I can, because tomorrow I'm going to be pumping residential and municipal. And it's going to take 30, at least 30. So we need to industrial to be above 160. Yeah. And that's before you need a switch. And that should, or in theory would. In fact, no, we don't. We need it 170. And the reason why the 170 is 60 for the deductions. About 64 actually, and then it's going to drop whatever it's going to drop in the day because of use anyway. We're just pumping against the moment. Against the leak. Which sucks because it would be lovely to fill this reservoir up. You can see that residential is going to be an issue. Right, that's done. We did have a bit of a possible leak, so we'll just give us a cheeky squeeze. Happy days. Yeah. It is that time where we can't do anything about that anyway. That's fine. Right, I don't really want to be carrying that around with me though. Yes. It waits for you to get off one step on the ladder. It's like, oh, you got it. Tink. I want to know what is the pressure drop or percentage drop? What is the gallon drop of a bolt? Okay, it's mocking me now. We are pumping at 100% water in there. So it's not as if we can't argue the toss saying, nah, you know what I mean? We are absolutely thumping water into this thing. So it is us. Just want to reiterate that. It is us pushing this thing within an inch of its life. Let me just go and top it back up with coal. Beautiful. Energy is average. Okay, let's do some maintenance. We haven't done some maintenance in a minute. Let's get all these top back up. Industrial's at 162 now. That 163. I like it. And I don't think we can change it over. What time did I say it was? I think it's basically just pumping here, aren't we? It is... yeah, 2100. It's 9 o'clock. Although it's 9 o'clock now, we could go and do a cheeky 12 hours off, which makes it 9 o'clock in the morning. Which would be very nice. Then we get the full day. It's a musical ting. Ting, 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 ting. Come on, game. Open. Yeah, and then we can switch over to residential and turn the pumping down. And hopefully it'll 30 minutes. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Let's shut this. That's municipal fixed. Right, that's what we're going to do. We're going to open the jacket. Let's open the jacket by 5. Open said jacket by 5. We'll double check everything's topped up. We'll let the phone ring. We don't care about the phone ring at the moment. 97, good, good, good. We have to snooze. We have to sleep. We'll let it run on industrial for a sweet minute. Yeah, it's just gone to 169 anyway. I like that. As we say, we are thumping it within an inch of its life. That's neat. Action failed, telephone ringing. Let it ring. Oh. Oh, now it's stopped ringing. You stinker. Right, let's take the 12 hours. Yeah, everything is okay. Right, let's do that. And there's our delivery of that. We should have the coal man coming. Industrial's still leaking though, but we're about to have an absolute bucket load taken out of that. Right, let's close that off. I'm also going to open up the box because we should be near enough cool at this point anyway. Why that's doing that, we can, because this should still be hot. Yeah, this is still hot to the touch. So we can close off the jackets. There you go, perfect. Jackets are closed. Yeah, 137 now. Look, so that's took the hit off the gallons going.
Ouch.
Steam is, yeah, see, coal here is okay-ish. Let's have a look. How are we looking on? Right, let's close it. Or open it full. So, yeah, let's let it burn down the coal. I'm fine with that. Definitely fine with that. I want to clean the back of the boiler out. Yeah, it's 9 o'clock, so we're okay. I want to switch. Oh, look at residential. Residential, please. Make that change. Oh, we really need to wiggle here, don't we? Come on now. Beautiful. Carbon is visible. Come on. I mean, we do. Whistle is clean. I like it. So we can do that. Let's close that. Yes, that is closing. Perfect. Fire is good on that. We really need to get her up and running now. There we go. Mute. E4. Happy days. Hello, my love. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. You're fine? Oh, okay. Yeah, why not? Put some effort in. I'll put some effort in. I appreciate it. Yeah. Are they? Good. Yeah, do what you gotta do, man. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Defo some ice cream. Yep. Alright, drive safe, yeah? Alright, see you in a few, babe. Right. Let's do that, let's do that. That is fine. Hopefully, we're building up there. Let's go and double check. I didn't double check the glasses today. The pressure is down. Damn. Oh, we're overflowing on water, though. Do you know what? I'm going to leave the water there for a minute. Boiler temp is... Oh. Yeah. Boiler temp is restricted because I've closed the valve. Absolute saft, I'll brush you. Right, why that's doing that? Because, let's face it, that's my fault. Residential still on 50 though. So provided we can get up and running relatively quick. And now we've got a leak on municipal. That leak on municipal can wait. Luckily it's only yellow, it's only white, so it doesn't matter. In fact, we can take that call. We're still building up temperature. Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it. Right. Look at that. Get up. Right, that's fine. Let's close off that just a touch. Normally about there. Back there. That's good. Boiler pressure is starting to rise. So now that's starting to rise, we can restoke this because, okay, then it will. There we go. Take a sweet minute. Well, please tell me, is that going to be residential? Resident, look at that. No, my rep. I took a rep hit on day 8. Wow. That's not even below 50 either, though. Come on now. Man had time. If that drops to 49, I'll take the reputation in. If it's on 50, oh. In fact, here's what I'm going to do. If I started this up, so I'm pumping, let's drop it below the 70 because otherwise it's going to tell me off. $69. Pressure is very much still going up. That hasn't dropped below 50, man. I'm having it. I'm having it. Game's done me a dirty on the reputation. Oh, schoolhouse though. This is municipal. What are we running? Do we do it? Do we do a double contract though? Oh, do we do a double contract? Yeah, we're doing a double contract. Why not? What could go wrong? Now the question is, if we turn this off now, right, which we're going to, and the reason why we're turning it off now is because we're back in the white. So let's get pressure back up. I reckon I'll save that. I reckon I pulled that rabbit from the fire, man. Game done me. That's a less than. Look, see, 50 there. Look, that should be 49. I think that goes red. You know. Yes, darling. Can you reheat a cottage pie and chicken? Why couldn't you reheat a cottage pie and chicken? How many times have you reheated it? Your mum cooked it an hour ago. I wouldn't mind, but she's 25. She's not 25. He's not 25, by the way. Right, here we go. Let's get this thing fired up. We have a massive problem in we have 2 contracts to run, and we are not pumping against them. Right, pressure is back to 165. I like it. It will go up slightly as we are okay. Temperature is at 800. Let's refire this old girl back up. Let's top this up. Okay, perfect. Bosh, bosh, bosh. Right, plan of action. Energy is average, so we've already gone from fresh to average. It is 10 o'clock. We do residential until 1ish, then from 1 till 6 or 5:30 we do municipal. If it's leaking, we will absolutely thump it at 100% because we can, and that will then feed into our contract. And then at 6 o'clock onwards, we then switch back to industrial, because the industrial will be the back and forth over the pure number. That 13 a day is going to be absolutely nothing. Then, of course, the municipal leak has now been fixed. You stinker. How much more do we have to pump? We pumped 65. Yeah, leaking well on that. And what are we pumping at here? 69 cent. Okay, that's fine. Tap that bad boy, tap that, tap that, tap that. Let's go check upstairs. In fact, let's do some maintenance on the rest of the plant. You obviously a pulp, it is a pulp. Oh, I think we had about, did we have a lot of them? I think we may have had a couple of them that toot downstairs. So didn't we have a harmonical sound of those going on? I think we did. Okay, that's fine. We'll do the maintenance. We'll check. I definitely want to check this oil here. This is 19. Okay, residential's at 55. Once we get back to 65, 70, we can then possibly switch over to municipal early, depending on the numbers that we have coming in. I love this text here. Old rusty pot. See, this could be one of those kind of upgrade things where pipes are clean and the whole thing is prestige. You know what I mean? You paint the gaff. Very nice. Right, residential, we're back to 57. Hopefully we are doing okay on that now. He says, let's go and get this thing. Cheap couple of pumps. I'd rather do that than spend, 20 minutes just pumping it when I realise I'm out. And because we slowed that down, hopefully a lot of these just don't go blank all the time. Perfect. We have a tiny bit of water, but nothing excessive. A lot of these bolts are, they're just kind of edging there, aren't they? Come on, baby. Got it. Oh, you cheeky monkey. Where is the... To do what I've just done there, you press T again, and it will highlight the spanner for you, because they can be sneaky beaky and blending kind of well. They're like mini assassins. I do see water building up here a little bit, not necessarily too much. So I'm going to pump that away while I can. I'm going to just see it going down the screen there. Does it sound any better, by the way? It should be for the game and me. I did turn it. I watched the stream back earlier and still felt like I was kind of under-drowning myself out of this. And then come over to here. Is this a tighten? Can I just press B? Can I hold B? Oh, can I hold B? I can. Oh, genius. Thank you. Is there any chance to, or is there any way of, what's the word I'm looking for? Keyboard. So I could kind of have left click to pick up as, or actually right click to pick up and drop. So F and F, and then left click to do my action. So for me then it would kind of be like right click to pick up the shovel, left click, left click, left click, left click, right click to drop it on the floor. So my E would be my left click. Yeah, E would be my left click. And my right click would be basically F. Yeah, that's how it works. I am really starting to think that I should probably top that up with 13. Right, let's do that. On screen. Why is it generating that one? 179 water. Probably I've had a 2 for a minute. I've got to stick to burning through that. We top up this puppy. Refill. 12.8. I like it. 12.7. Up you go. Oh, Herman, I don't know if you've got your ears on. Idea for the generator. So the generator here, it's exactly that. It's a day fuel tank, which is gravity fed from outside. But would it be possible to do a day tank like you have a pump over there. So you pump the fuel into your day tank and that's it. Because what will happen is if somebody will leave this on and it will just run and burn all your fuel out. Where if you did a day tank that lasted 12 hours, so your 12-hour night shift you could do as a runner, after that you would need to pump your fuel again. Maybe. No, so that has gone right. Let me just go grab that. Oh, I dropped it. Oh, I thought I was going to drop it the weekend. Come on, folks. Right, let's get that one done. That is still leaking that industrial though. My concern is that is at 6 o'clock that industrial is going to take that 33 out, which is, you take the 33 psi from that, that is under the 100%. That then puts us in trouble. Massively. Energy is average, we're at 71 on residential now. I like that. I want it to be at 75. Yeah, and that is, so we're not far off. What did I say about 1 o'clock over to municipal? So we could swap over to municipal a little bit early, which means we could pump, I think it's only the 36,000 for the textiles mill. Which one was it? There's one of them, isn't it? Yeah, this one, 3 days, 41,000. Okay, so yeah, we've got the 41,000 to do. Yeah, I think we're okay with that. As soon as that gets to 73. There we go, 73. There's numbers behind me somewhere. So it's not just a question of when it changes to 73. Because behind the scenes that will be 73.27, 73. Whatever it is. Every time that goes down, that point, that 73 point something will change. You might not see it, but that's exactly what it's doing, I bet you. We have no more orders of stuff coming in. You know what, I'm going to check that. How have we got no more orders of stuff coming in? Didn't we order like... Oh, it's here, look. There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I say, didn't we order a bucket load of sandbags? Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. 75 on the reservoir now. I like that very much. Trying to change over to municipal. Let's queue that. Or shift and queue that rather, not queue that. Shift and queue. Bash. Gatehouse, please, sir. Switch me over to municipal, please. Thank you. Because residential is quite high, so if we get a leak now, we're going to pop it and it's going to go yellow. Which I don't want to be fighting against that if I can help it. But we're swapping over to municipal, which is all the way over to the other side. Which is time for maintenance. It's going to take probably a minute to change over, less than that. Which means maintenance time. That's fudging-malutely. We are what we on? We are average time as well, which isn't bad. I want to make some dents in these contracts. Definitely want to make some dents in these contracts. My concern is the big industrial at 30 at the moment. That is my massive concern. That leak as well isn't going to help. Bish bash and a bosh. In fact, the more I think about it, the more we're potentially in trouble. Because we're going to need to sleep. Oh, that's the leak on the industrial finished. You absolute beauty. Right, while that's doing that, I'm just going to press Shift and E to start that up while I answer the phone. Yep. Right. The change of plan is we pump this until we get the energy of tyre in the bottom right. If we were to run a 12-hour shift now, that would take us till midnight. Leaking on residential. Oh, not like this. And it's yellow. I reckon if we'd have left it at 74, it'd have been fine. What do you reckon? There's a 25 limit and a 25 limit. I'm going to have a look at that actually. Let me see. Yeah, I reckon it's in the 50 to 90. So I reckon if you were over 70, you're getting yellow. Over 80. Back here and after dinner. No dramas. Thank you, man. Tell me what you're having, Richard. What you're having, Leanne? What's Leanne cooking you? I wonder if that's the threshold. There's a leak on the municipal as well. Dang it. What are we pumping there? 36,000. Do you know what? Because of that leak gives us the right to go to 100%. Let's use the game's mechanic against itself. It allows us to do that. We're going to be tinking the bejesus out of the bolts downstairs. That I do know. Tells you there, look. Maybe waived only if the following circumstances. The reservoir being pumped is under pressure threshold. We're not. The reservoir being pumped is currently experiencing leakage. It is. And it's only a tiny leak. That's a shame. But that gives us the opportunity to open up this girl. Heck yeah. Which should then make a dent in the contract that we're pumping. But that is 100 per rotation off there. So every time that drops, deep, like so, deep, that is 100 off that rotation. Yes, sir. Right, I just want to check my boiler level actually. See where I'm at. Up we go. And we have water. Perfect. Good. So again, I'm just trying to pump against that fact now. We're going to say keep going until, yeah, it's 1 o'clock, so we're a little bit early on the municipal, which we will absolutely take. That's for sure. We really probably should do a stop the fire. I don't think we've done that this week, is it? That dampen is so good that we forgot to stop the fire. And even then, that was only 4 scoops. A pork pie. Oh, mustard. Tink. So we're going to hear a lot of TPs this one. Right, time to throw a coal bag in here. I want to see what the coal bag does. Does it fill it up all the way or not? If it fills up all the way, we have the, yeah, refilling coal. What's the percentage of this? I'm hoping this is going to take 3 or 4 bags to fill. One. Let's have a look. 3. Come up. No. 2. Oh, okay. That is... Yeah, we popping bolts down the bottom there, which is fine. We know we're going to do that. Let's up that to 4. Leak on municipal is no more, which means we need to take this back down to below. There we go. $98. When did we lose a percentage? Oh, was that just... No, that can't really. That was close, but all fixed municipal reservoirs back online. No more leaks. Sorry to reconvene. So I want to check. When did I lose the other rep? Has that just cost me a rep point? Because we were pumping 100% in theory after the leak is fixed. So the leak is fixed, but we're still at 100%. That is harsh if that's the case. Like, darn, that's harsh. Very harsh. Dang it. How are we doing? We're doing okay on average. Popping bolts like they're going out of fashion. Standard. Right, that 111 there. Oh, how are we looking at? Yeah, we're still looking at 19,000. I was going to leave it on, but we're still looking at 19,000. What's the phone ringing for? That's the industrial. The industrial. That's been leaking forever. That industrial's been leaking forever. That is like a shady line. Maintenance required, that's for sure. Statement of faults. Let's get these done. I mean, we're down now to 70, so we should be better. We should be better. Tink. It's that one at the front there, that's that. Not that one at the front there. Good for that. And let's get rid of it. There's definitely 2 here. We'll give me these 2. How? What? We are 70% popping bolts. Well, we're below 70% actually. Okay. I mean, that is high. 70% is high. If it was 50, would it be popping bolts like that? That might be a bit nervous. That is good, that is good. Which one popped? You on the end there, I guess? Yeah, actually. Right, done. That goes tink now. Which it will. 116 on municipal is very good, and I'm fine with that. We are going to switch over to industrial for the night shift. How much more do we need to pump there? 13, but we've got 3 days for that, so I'm fine with that. Industrial, please. Stand up. Oh, I like it. And the reason why I don't mind that change is because, like I said, it's a period over 3 days or 2 days where they're deducting from. So it's nice just to spread it over the time that's required, rather than if you slap in all, for instance, the 40 and then it has a leak and leaks 30, before you know it, you're dropping below that threshold. which could potentially cause you problems, which you don't really want. We're switching over to industrial now. This will then take us through to the following day, but this needs to pump, and we will pump this straight up to 100% for residential. Oh God, the streamer curse right there, that is, isn't it? The streamer curse. Dang it. That is definitely the streamer curse. 44 please. There we go. And I'm going to turn these heads down now to 48. Just below the 50. There we go, perfect. That should start to make a dent. You can see the 350 to 150. It's basically 100% is 100 gallons coming through per time. We've shut that down to 49. So we're getting 100 per rotation of both of these basically. Happy days. So we could double that output if there was a leak on it, but there isn't. So let it run. Maintenance time. So we'll refuel the boiler and then we'll do some maintenance. Bosh. And that industry there needs to be above 150 again. So we need at least 25 on this for the, it's not that one, 34 coming out of this. There's 34 there. We need probably to pump this to get the points there. And that still leaves us with to pump another 30 tomorrow to match tomorrow's extract. Down. Residential leaking. Amber though. That's drop 10. Actually, that's drop 10. The residential. With the yellow leak like that, that's drop 10. And then we miss it against a leak. Actually, a yellow leak on that. Yeah, 75 in it. 75 is. I'm a tink. Really? You're just going to tink of a bolt on 48? Gosh. That's rough. Right, let's do this. Wow. I mean, to be fair, it might be the fact that we did run it at 75. There are a couple of loose bolts downstairs, and we haven't tightened them, so it's wiggled its way loose and then tink. What are we up to now? 125. I think we're going to lose 30 in the morning, 32. So let's just leave that running under that. That's fine. Yeah, no, yeah, I want it after the beginning. That's fine. That is 71 and 5. 2 yellow leaks. Harsh. Right, let's go down tighten bolts. 75 on the glass. What are we at there? 4%. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Let's check the damper for a minute then. I had a horrible thought I'd left it open. I was like, no. Not good. Let's do that. Actually, I can just hold that and press E now, can't I? Now I figured that out. Just hold E. Pump so much more water than we're doing. Thank you very much. $127 on industrial. Right. That's number 2. And that is 4. Right. Now if we do these bolts and get them tightened up, we should be slightly better. Done. Yeah, we can switch between the two. And get that done. Beautiful. How are we looking? 128 on industrial. So while we're doing maintenance, that's going up. It needs to be above 31. Anything above 131, we are, in theory, then clear of tomorrow morning's deduction for the contract. Because the contract will take 30. Municipal's actually going to take what, 40? Okay, yeah, we're up on this one because that needs to be 75. Yeah. It's just the industrial that's an issue, and we don't even get a lot for it either. That's the stinker. We're not getting as much as we think we are. Gosh. Up she comes. There's the 130. I like it. Our energy is average still, so we're still looking good, feeling good. And it's 3 o'clock. See, that's the point where you take the sleep for the 3 o'clock in the morning. Pump to industrial. Yeah, that could be the way to do that, you know. Yes, let's shut it down there. This could be the secret, this could be our secret ingredient, you know. Open this at 5. Open that at 5. So the reason why is because we are going to be fighting against that residential though again, and it's leaking. And if we leave it on here, we're going to, actually, yeah, if we leave it on here, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, we can pump it for 3 hours and then slap it over to residential. That's the way we're going to do that. Right, 12 hours. That takes us till 3 o'clock in the morning, which is fine. Residential at 54. That's a sore point for sure. Let's get coal in here and quick. Come on. Right, that's done. Open up that to get that going back up so we don't lose that much pressure there. Because you can see that dropping. So we need that up there. That's fine. Let's go up here. Hopefully we are... Yep, hot to touch. We can close this off. Perfect. So by the time we get downstairs again, the firebox should be good. Perfect. Yeah, that is fully open. Firebox is good. Are we now building up pressure then? 72, 73, 74. Yes, that's perfect. So we are building pressure back up, which is good actually, because that's what normally happens. Is that normally drops to the point where it's a lot below. Oh, that's the leak on the residential stopped. That needed to stop though. Yeah, see, 3 o'clock in the morning, which means we can pump industrial for 3 hours. So residential needs to hold on for 3 hours. If it drops below that, it drops below that. There's not a lot we can do about it. Pressure's coming up. And we definitely want to get that pressure up very quickly. Perfect. Let's get this closed down to just about there. Doesn't necessarily need to be perfect. And don't get me wrong, you can do it perfect if you want to. That's up to you. Not for me. Done, done, done. Close that. Pressure is 115. Let's go and check our inlets, make sure we're okay with those. We've not ordered anything, and we are at 48 on the gates. I'm okay with that. Double check pressures. When that gets to 150, we'll fire it back off. Right mouse button to zoom in, just in case anybody's ever interested. 45, 46, 47, we'll say if it's 1 per second, it's 15 seconds or so. As soon as it gets to about 150-ish, you can then just kind of go fire it up, and there'll be no real major dramas at that. Round she goes. Back up to 44. Is 44 the magic number though? Is 44 the magic number? Off she goes. We are pumping to industrial at 131. Let's double check that. Oh, it's 34. Dang it. Deadline, look at that. See, that's our issue. We still got 2 days of this, so we've got at least another 30 coming out of industrial, at least another 30. This needs to be above 34, actually 35 by 6 o'clock to remain at pressure, and it is already 4 o'clock, so that needs to pump for, yeah, that just pumps until 6. And then at 6 we need to potentially switch over to reservoir or residential. I keep calling it reservoir. Residential, and then pump that bad boy. Yeah, that's done. How are we looking here? That looks okay actually. That looks okay. Nice, really in good position here. I know it looks kind of bad with the residential and the leak in municipals, but I feel in control, if that makes sense. I don't feel any real form of sense with the leak now on industrial. That's a bit of a stinker. But with a leak, what can we do with a leak? Thump it. So we can now literally double our output to fight the leak. It's in the night time, so it's industrial. Industrial usage of the water at night time is significantly reduced. So we know we can combat industrial because we did it last stream, I think, or where we, on 100% valve, fed against a red leak. So we should be able to, there you go, 136. We should be able to still fight against that, and the fact that it's leaking gives us the ability to then boost that to 100. My only question is if that leak gets fixed and that drops to 98, then we found not a bug, because it's not a bug, it's working as it's intended, but the penalty is harsh. As you would never know when a leak is going to be fixed. So as soon as that leak is fixed, to get a reputation hit, yeah, that would be harsh. I don't think it is, but I would really like to see where I lost that. For somebody else, that could be, in fact, if you've had severe punishment, that could be the difference between the game and not. Yeah, that could be a stink of that. One half of me wants to fix that fix to complete, to test, and the other half of me says, oh hell no, that's harsh. Hell no. Oil level 61. Yeah, we're in really good place here, aren't we? Yeah. Bish bash. And a bosh. And what we're really waiting for is the 6 o'clock so we can switch stuff over and get it done. Which should start the next day, I think, and that will take us to day 9. 220 volts, there we go. I was about to say, oh that's harsh, but no it's not though, is it? We are running 100%, so that isn't harsh at all. In fact, isn't there a speed up? There is a speed up. Ah. How much does that speed up by? 5.4. Do I run 4 times faster though? That's what that is. No more leaks. I like it. Okay. Oh, hang on. Standby corner. Question is, will the boiler then? Oh no, that didn't take many at all. Okay. I like it. Oh, look at the we've nearly completed that. Look at the gallons, the pump there, 216, 116, 16, so the next rotation. Pumped on industrial, but it's leaking at 155. We take the 30 off that. I like it. Residential's down to 52 though. That could be an issue. Yeah, popping bolts like you won't believe. Down. Those bolts are popping, look. Mean bolts. Nasty bolts. Nasty bolts. There's a song in there somewhere. Nasty bolts. A song in there somewhere. That's going to be the maintenance. Times 4 makes me nervous. Times 4 makes me nervous. Money wise though, we're at to $908. We did take the 1,000, not the 500, so and which we've never really dipped below the 500, so I'm counting that as a win, which means we would still have $408 left. Now I don't know what the lecky bill for this gaff is. Couldn't tell you. I suppose I really should see if downstairs isn't. Oh, no, dropped out. Right. Let's go. We are probably flooding this gap at this point. Yeah, this place is. She be leaking. Come on now. Behave yourself. Is that one going well? Oh, what? Dang it. Residential's at 51 though, so as soon as we can change over the apps, I've just done you. Oh, that just went again though. Wow, both of these just popped again. Oh. Again, no, we are thumping at 100, so that is on us. In theory, it's nearly 6 o'clock as well, so hopefully we can then change over to that residential, because that's going to make me nervous. Slow everything down. Look at the ones that have popped first. There we go. We don't mind them. We don't mind them. Right, let's go. We know something with TV. 170 though. We are, yeah, we're doing well there. And in fact, I think we reduced this back down to 49. So below 50. Same for this side, please. In fact, no, I'm going to keep it below 70. Because that residential, we're going to need to pump some into residential very quickly. Below 70, please. The 69, 69, which I'm okay with. And oh, municipal squilly. You stinker. Is it past 6 o'clock yet? Gone close. Go fill the fire box. That's the worst thing about it. This industrial looks good at 170. It's about to take a hit to 140. Come on. Right, let's see what time is the touch there. 175. Are we still pumping against the leak though? I mean, in theory we should be because it's there, 176. We are. And we're pumping against it very nicely. Light is on. On the shift. It'd be nice to hear a klaxon there, wouldn't it? Right. Busy tone, yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Oh, we really need to stop the old girl though. Thank you. Residential has gone to 50. Now it went to 50 last time and then it punished us, so. Residential, please. Turn the dial. Spin that wheel. I like to move it, move it. Come on, move it. And there it goes. Spin it faster. I mean, we don't have a leak, but it is 6 o'clock in the morning, so lots of people making a brew. I reckon between 6 and 8, that would be like a massive impact on residential. In fact, almost between 5 and 8, wouldn't it? A lot of people getting cups of tea in for their morning night shift and stuff, so 6 o'clock and... Oh, it's gone red, look! No! Oh, you crazy old beast. Oh, look at that, back in the... That was gross. Holy. Are we, do you have any bolts that come here? Yeah, one over there. Right, let's get the standard cheeky one done. Yeah, the monkey. Oh, if anybody has any questions on the game, feel free to ask. By the way, I ain't no expert, but I've dabbled. I've got a couple of hours behind me now. I've tightened up some bolts. I know the score. These are them technical questions. What time is it, by the way? Yeah. Ooh, okay. That there's been cheeky as well. Yeah, so we did lose the industrial took the 30 hit, didn't it? And the municipal has also taken its hit as well. So that's good because there's 0 left to pump on the textiles mill. So what's left on? So we need to pump to municipal at some point. Once residential's back up, we need to pump to municipal. I'm fine with that. And that is up by 69. I'm going to do a random old check, make sure that I'm happy, refill everything back up, smash that save button, go and find that bolt that went pop and throw it at someone. Catch! I mean, there's that many bolts popping down there. It's like, oh no, the yellow. Dang it. Right, let's pop that. And we're not pumping against, which we knew we wouldn't pump against the municipal for a minute. I'm wondering if I could have. Nah, so if I'd have pumped it any longer, if we'd have pumped that 13,000 gallons, we'd have been under on the residential. We would have absolutely been under on the residential, which is not good. That ain't good at all. 50, 50, 50. We're looking good on that. Day 9 of 14. We're making a dent in that 43. I like that. Good position to be in. On to the restock of, let's check the boiler side. We're at 81. Is that a 4 still? That is. So 179 on pressure. Good on boiler. Hit it, baby. Shovel me. Shovel me down. Did we get the merit points yet? Or have we? Oh, I don't think we've waited. No, we need to wait, don't we? Let's check our contracts very quickly before I can say when we're contract. Right, let's throw that in there. Cheeky save. This one is 338, 41,000 gallons. What is a gallon? It's like 8 points to the gallon, I think. So that is, holy, that's a lot. 13,000 a day on 2 days. So deadline is 2 days. Okay. This is approved, contract fulfilled. Deadline is in 1 day, so we don't get paid until 2 days because you get, once the deadline is complete, that's when you get paid. Reputation points is 3. Reputation points is 3, so that's at least 6 reputation points or merit points. That will give us, hang on, what are these? This is, so it's merit points here, it's merit points there. Reputation points here. Should that be merit points? Should that be merit points? And actually, is there a way to negotiate a contract? So, for instance, if this came up, I could say, jog off on the 41,000. I'm prepared to give you 30,000 in 3 days, but I want 5 reputation points. Or a cheeky haggle. Spitball those ideas, baby. Right, let's take the game. Let's call it there. Right, boys and girls, I'm going to end the stream there. Thank you guys so much for joining me on your Saturday night. It is truly and greatly appreciated, as always. I will look forward to seeing you probably tomorrow. We can get the demo closed off. We have 6, I don't know if I can get 6 days. It might be 3. So it might be a morning stream and an afternoon, but it's Sunday and I'm back at work on Monday. So we'll see if we can get through it for the weekend as we can. So there we go. I will see you guys in the next one, which will probably be tomorrow. Good night. See you soon. Good night, Richard. Good night, Leanne. Love as always. Good night, everybody. I'll see you all in chat. Sweet dreams.